Good morning. I'm Nigel Fussbudget. Pleased to meet you. Thank you for coming to this socially distanced talk with me about a small problem that my husband Toff and I are having because of this COVID business.
Very nice to meet you too. My name's Miranda Sachs and I'm here to help if I can. Do you want to start by telling me a little something about your business?
Sure, I love talking about our little boutique. My husband Toff and I started Stock Not Obsessed Boutique in 2019. It's a little shop front in Battery Point, of course, close by to the coffee shops and some wonderful eateries. We were watching world events and thinking that we just simply didn't have the time to be prepared if we all needed to be stuck indoors because someone brought a cold in from overseas. And it was just inconceivable that we would have to buy home brand or something off the shelf. I mean, who uses anything but 3-ply toilet paper?
Who indeed? You may as well use gum leaves.
I can see you are a woman of taste. Yes, well, there is not only toilet paper to think about. We need to make sure that we have our supply of coconut water, almond milk, smoked salmon pate, and blue cheese to go with our evening gin and tonic.
True essentials of everyday life.
Of course. And we could see that there were other options for people who were happy to just exist, but one doesn't live to exist. We live to be comfortable. So we started our boutique for those with means to contact us and provide us with their essential lists for when we were all locked inside our homes. The events at the end of 2019 gave us a great opportunity to secure an income and then allow others to isolate with the bare necessities.
The bare necessities. Right. I am following so far. So the events of 2020 and beyond has been a prosperous time for you, I imagine.
Yes, with our emphasis on style and comfort, we've been able to provide high quality, luxurious essential items with excellent advice from us in how to prepare for when we are all a cough away from lockdown. Our customers all have high expectations and unique tastes.
Yes. Yes, I imagine they do.
Toff and I have had steady business since we started. Making sure that our people have the necessary supplies was a brilliant move. And over the last year, we've created different packages for people based on sales and client requests. We've formed quite a knowledge bank on what Tasmanians really need during these times. And then when COVID really hit last year, well, it was such a relief to see other people had the same sensible approach to life that Toff and I enjoy.
Well, this must be a very busy time for you.
Very busy. We made our year's worth of sales between February 2020 and March 2020. And then the Tasmanian government closed us down. It was outrageous. They said we were non-essential services. We are completely set up to help discerning people through times of disaster and brand substitution. And we were sitting in here in a closed shop watching cruise ship passengers on the news spread COVID around the country.
It was a pretty scary time. I mean, we had to work from home, but I'm sure it was a tough time for people running shops.
Even worse was having to purchase brands never been seen in our home before. We had no choice. It was either the Penfolds Bin 707 Cabernet Sauvignon or nothing. Imagine not even being able to source the Penfolds Grange, unheard of. And don't let me get started on the double brie, Castello double brie instead of Guillotot Le Fromage. It was dark times, and our clients were going through the same horror. We'd spent years traveling before starting the boutique, building relationships and contacts from various parts of the world from our suppliers. Our shipments kept coming in through the worst of the shutdowns. We had the means to make sure that it was all still available, and yet we had no means of selling these essential goods to our clients when they needed it most during a global pandemic.
So why didn't you just start selling it through your website?
We don't do websites. Anyone can access those, and who knows what that will do to our brand.
Well, that raises quite an important question then. What do you think we can do for you, if not some sort of e-commerce application?
Well, we've come to the conclusion that the needs of our clients are greater than our needs to ensure the right people can access our boutique.
Right, how very service orientated of you.
Of course, one must make these sacrifices during these hard times. We want to have our boutique accessible on the web, but we want the online experience to match what they would receive in store.
Okay. Well, our firm is very experienced with creating web applications, and we can certainly make sure your design and interaction requirements are met. You just need to explain them to us.
Apologies, but I'm not sure I have that long to explain it all to you.
Rude. I'm sure we can manage. We've dealt with all sorts before. So how would you like to accept payments through your web application?
Maybe we should be calling it a web experience that has higher expectations, and we need to raise yours so we get the product we're entitled to. Payment is through Amex or credit card, just like our Battery Point boutique.
Entitled, our name art. Okay. We can definitely set up the web experience for secure purchasing through Amex and credit cards. We would just have to include that on your web application.
Web experience?
Right. Web experience.
Much better.
And how are you seeing your web experience working?
I want our web experience to be like any other online shopping site, except exclusive, secure, and not like any other shopping site, because this will not be like any other site. It's the SNOB experience.
I think that's well within our capabilities. If you were to describe the things that you actually want and don't want, that would be very helpful to us.
We want a web experience that's exclusive for our clients. I don't know how to make that happen, but I'd like you to do what it takes to make that happen. I want to be able to change the stock and prices as new things become available or stop being available. I want our clients to be able to set up profiles and for them to be able to purchase things they have purchased previously. I want them to be able to request items and the mode of delivery or pickup.
Okay. Do you have a stock control system that we could automatically update when you sell something? So things that aren't for sale don't appear as stock?
We have an electronic stock control system.
Okay, great. So who are your stakeholders?
I guess Toff and I are as the owners, maybe our clients.
Okay, yes. Tell me about your clients.
They're all ages, but all are very aware of what they need to survive. Money is not an issue. In fact, we don't talk about money. That's for those who don't have it. They have busy lifestyles and they don't want something like COVID to impact on their quality of life. They want to be sure they have what they want, when they want it, and at the quality they expect it.
Okay, good to know. And what about your suppliers?
Our suppliers are Tasmanian and international. We have warehouses full of international stock, so we're all set there. We buy from boutique Tasmanian producers if they have international clients. That's the only way to ensure we have ensuring the best products.
Okay. Are there any other projects that you're involved with in that this project will need to work with?
No, this is all we have, so we're trusting in you to make this work.
Okay. And if it works, what's that going to look like? How will you judge the web experience to be a success or not?
That sounds like a money-based question, but I'll tell you because I like you. Currently, we can't sell anything. We're closed. Within a month, we want to be at 50% of our pre-shutdown sales. That's around $55,000 revenue and $20,000 profit per month. We want our usual customer base to be interacting with our web experience. So we would expect 100 daily visits within the first month. And then as our reputation grows, the ultimate exclusive online provider of essential goods, that might start to grow. But I'm not sure about how that would look.
And what about disbenefits, things that could go wrong because you've moved online?
If this is a huge success, we'll need to employ someone, and that will be an additional cost.
Okay, and how long do we have to do this project for you?
We need it as soon as possible. We don't have any income.
Okay, and what's your budget?
Well, what's it going to cost?
Well, given the higher expectations you have with the look and feel of the web experience and the need for exclusivity and security, this project's going to cost you perhaps around $50,000.
At least I don't have to make a trip to the bank, so that's good.
Great. I'll be in touch.
Next time, can we meet somewhere more civilized?